Hi everybody.
Hello everybody.
Welcome to the MrRipper hot tub stream. We were joking about it a few weeks ago, so we're just going with it. J Ross is with the hot tub time machine, folks. Dave's on his own, but his image looks better. Actually, your image looks better because you sort of look like you're in the.
It's called lighting.
Yeah, that's what it is. And I've got my friends with me. Get the hunky dude up there. Oh. Can't get my finger to work that way. Yeah, so
surprisingly diverse cast.
Exactly. It's like the BBC did it. So no stories this week. J Ross has came up with this mad idea that we're going to have a call-in show. So we're going to have a call-in show. There is a few rules.
Yeah.
The call-in is through Discord in our live stage. If you're in the live stage, please keep the stream live in the background because it helps with the views and the algorithm and all that sort of stuff. J Ross he's controlling the stage, so he'll be the one that will be keeping an eye out for people's hands going up. It is an AMA, but it's also just a chat.
How was your day?
How is your day? Yeah. Dave will be showcasing his new music.
I just started the song like an hour before we went live. I was like in the middle of it when we started warming up the stream.
But
I'm also showcasing my new look. How dope is that? Come on, boys.
Yeah, it's good.
That is pretty fly.
I've been following him. I had a great night. Was it Monday night or Tuesday night, Dave? It was afternoon for you where you had your 2 drinks in song.
Oh yeah, I don't know. I drank a lot.
I ended up sitting. I've had a very bad week, not feeling well, and I managed to go a good 2 hours with drinking and having a good time. So I even shared it on the Discord and got a few people in, and it was a great wee party. Wasn't expecting it on a Monday night, but it's sad whenever you're
Bye, Dragon Hunter.
watching it.
Thanks for popping by.
Watching a Dave makes noises. Twitch stream is your best entertainment of the week. Do you know what I mean?
Fuck off, bro.
I know, but I could be in a night. I know, but I could be in a nightclub, or I could be out. You know what I mean? I'm sitting in my
goddamn Global Panda Express.
Sitting in my computer room, drinking, chatting to people on Twitch.
Okay, so for our audience on Discord, I'm just gonna let you know, you guys have to request to speak, and then we'll let you in. We already have our first request.
Exclusive.
So I'm gonna let our first guest in.
Go for it.
Hello, Mason. How are you? Can you hear us?
Oh, good day, good day. So, here's my my question for this time at least. If you're a halfling, could you ride a canine as a mount? And if so, what gear would they use as, tackle?
In 3.5, yes. In 5e, ask your DM.
I mean, as a halfling, I believe you can ride a mastiff. In 5e, like from what I know, as a halfling or a gnome, you could ride a mastiff as a mount.
Right, because you're only up to, 40 pounds as a halfling? Max weight?
I would say so,
I'm
yeah.
a character at the moment that's a halfling rogue. And so, because I've got a campaign in an hour.
Oh, hell yeah.
Right,
Have fun with that.
6th level. Yeah, it's, interesting. Because I have an 18 AC at 6th level.
Ah, that's pretty broken. You know your stuff.
Yeah.
Well done. Cool. Next question.
Brilliant. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Good
Mason.
speaking to you.
Good
Yeah.
to meet you.
Thank you.
Legend.
Does anyone else
Turn it
have
off.
anything they want to say? Anyone want to raise their hand?
Doesn't have to be an out-and-out D&D question. It could just be, Dave,
Be like,
Yeah.
hello,
how,
how are you?
yeah, it could be, how are you? It could be, Dave, how do you keep your beard so bushy? It could be anything like that there.
I don't.
We have. Hello,
JJ Wick.
Chris.
Chris,
Mr. Bacon.
yeah, we've
How are
chatted
you?
before. I'm nearly sure we have. Or he's definitely on the definitely on Reddit. And a few videos have been featured.
Hello. Thanks for letting me talk. I'm a bad DM in the making, I would suppose. And
Excellent.
I'm running a one-shot semi-horror low-level mine one-shot. And I was wondering if you could help me find some good low-level demons to pit against my players.
Well, I gotta leave the technicals to the.
I mean, I'm at some point sure but like I don't have my monster manual handy, and you kind of put me on the spot. But for that, I would say definitely hit up our Discord in the DM section.
All right.
All the people there will be more than happy to help you.
Yeah, there's. How many active users would you say there is, J. Ross, about people who actually offer and help? I know, Melda does a lot, and you
We
would pitch in,
have
but there's actually just general members who aren't
people-
mods.
Yeah, people who actually like talk in the DM section. I don't know, 2025.
Yeah.
Let me see. What are our? God damn, 3,830 members.
And there's
Yeah.
already someone that has pinged me in the DM talk.
Brilliant.
There you go. Thank you.
Our job is done.
Yeah, and I just want to say that I love all of your work, and thank you so much for making. I mean, to be honest, you have been one of the part in my life that has been very fun to look at whilst during COVID, So I just want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart.
It's appreciated.
Thank you.
Thank you very
Bottom
much.
of my heart.
Yeah, no, thank you.
Wait. Thank you, Chris.
I don't know what I'd be doing if it wasn't for all you guys, to be honest. Do you know what I mean? It keeps me, everybody's had a rough. I've had a rough year, and I know Dave and J. Ross know what's been going on, but when I say a rough year, a very, very rough year, but I was chatting to a friend. I was out at a party last night, and everybody I spoke to, everybody's going through the same things. I mean, everybody's lost multiple family members this year. It's been tough, and that's
Yeah,
COVID or
it's been
non-COVID.
rough.
No, COVID or non-COVID related. My granny passed away last year, and nobody went to her funeral. Do you know what I mean? And then I had to wait
Yeah,
6 months
Yeah,
to see
that-
my granda. So
that's been the hardest part.
Yeah.
Like, not being able to do funerals and stuff.
Yeah.
That's been the worst.
Oh, yeah, I had to attend my grandfather's funeral through FaceTime. That was
yeah,
tough.
yeah. So everybody,
That is some fucking bullshit, dog.
everybody's going through it at the moment. It's tough on everybody. So if you're having a bad year or bad 2 years as it's rolling on now, lots of people are going
You're
through
not
it
in it
too.
alone.
Yeah.
You know?
I know, and I know Dave, J. Ross. I mean, I've told him some crazy stuff that's been going on in my life. Like, do you know what I mean? And You know, if it wasn't for those guys and a select number of others, you know, they would. Yeah, if it wasn't for them, like I don't know if I'd still be battling on all this. To be fair, but to be fair, to be fair, like we pulled out last week from the stream, and then I was a maybe for this week because just been a long week. This is the end of my week. It's the last thing I do before I have a reset and wake up Monday morning, usually with a hangover. But I blame Dave for that.
You ready for another guest?
Yes, go for it.
Nice. JJ,
Hello,
you're on the air.
JJ.
Is it Jawick?
Yeah.
Wick.
No relation to Jick, right? Do you know who Jick is? Have you ever played Kingdom of Loathing?
I have not.
It is a browser-based, like image and text-based RPG where like the main character classes are like Pasta Mancer and Seal Clubber and like a bunch of other just messed up shit. And it was a big thing probably in like 2003, 2004. But the creator's name was Jick.
Nobody's
Kingdom of Loathing.
Nobody's old enough to remember that, Dave. Only a few.
you
I know I am. What's your question, buddy?
I am also an old.
I'm going to ask, what is your favorite ice cream flavor?
I have an answer.
I have an answer too. Oh, straight off the bat.
It is a very specific ice cream that you can only get in a select region of Canada. It's called Kawartha Dairy, and it is chocolate peanut butter.
Ooh.
And it is the best goddamn ice cream you will ever have.
Yeah, Kawartha Dairy is like when I go home to visit Canada, that is a stop that I always make.
I have a random one. It's not that random, but it's got a funny name. And Jacob Berg, the color of the super chat that he's put up. Thank you very much for that. Is exactly the same color as the ice cream. It's called Pooh Bear, and it's made in a wee village where I live, where my family are from, and it's vanilla ice cream with honeycomb, but big lumps of honeycomb in it, with all the honey still in it. And it's,
I was gonna say honeycomb ice cream is my favorite too.
Oh, this is chunks like the size of yo big, and you break your teeth on it and everything. It's from Maud's ice cream. So
also really good ice cream, chocolate like chili ice cream, like a little spicy ice cream is nice.
Yeah. What's yours?
Like a Mexican hot chocolate ice cream.
What's JJ's? What's your favorite ice cream?
Oh, you can't go wrong with classic.
Yeah.
So my favorite ice cream, if we're going like, commonly accessible flavors, like stuff that you could go to a store and find something similar to, would probably be like a chocolate chip cookie dough.
Yeah.
If we're going to like the more artisanal side, I would have to say my favorite is the honeycomb ice cream from this like bougie creamery here in LA. And then if it's like, I don't know, what I've been digging on lately is just this like cherry chocolate like soy ice cream from Trader Joe's. It's just delicious.
Oh, Dave, could you turn the music down a wee bit, Dave? It's just
There you go.
I'm having deja
How's that?
vu. Feels like every week we have to tell Dave to turn the music down.
I know. It gets just.
Well, it's because like sometimes like at the quiet sections, Discord can't hear the audio.
Yeah. No, because I can hear JJ there.
I can fix that.
Have you guys ever tried strawberry basil ice cream?
No, but that sounds amazing. I've had strawberry. I've had like strawberry, like basil, watermelon, and like feta cheese in a salad. It was incredible.
Strawberry and basil, really great flavor combo.
Christopher, on the YouTube chat, he was saying strawberry cheesecake. That would have been my second favorite. But the problem is that I'm lactose intolerant, quite badly lactose intolerant. So ice cream is a very rare treat, which I would maybe have the day before I'm off the next day. If you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
I can work with hangover, but I can't work with running to the toilet every 5 seconds. So ice cream's quite rare.
I get you.
Yeah, but I love it. Like, it's like amount of cups of tea I drink. I shouldn't be drinking it, but I do it anyway. So same with the pizzas. Oh, I see. Shannon's broke the rules. So he or she
Who's
possibly.
broken the rules?
Asking a question on YouTube. Somebody wanting to know.
Oh,
I know.
that's illegal.
It's illegal. I can still answer it though. I can still answer it.
You could, but it is illegal.
Yeah.
It's contraband. That answer is contraband and is not canon.
Yeah. Well, I'll answer it. This is the one and only one I'll answer. We're going to go all personal here. The reason why I made a D&D channel without ever playing D&D at the start, money. No, well, that was one of the reasons at the very start to make a YouTube channel. I did have a motorbike YouTube channel, and I've had other ones before, but the D&D thing came from the fact that I was always into D&D. It's just that, and as Dave knows, I had a child very, very young, and I had 2 children very, very young, and I had a family. I never ever had the time to. It's like I wanted to play golf when I was younger. I'm nearly 40 and I still haven't played golf because I don't have a full day to play. So basically, I made a D&D channel with the help of another YouTube channel. And
Yes, name him. Name James.
yeah, you
Give
love
him
him.
his props.
Jay Ross loves him, so I'd Nick Beardia.
I watch Nick Beardia's videos, and I don't necessarily watch Ripper's videos.
I know.
I love that grimy 4chan content.
Yeah, no.
I am a disgusting edgelord.
Yeah, no, yeah, if it wasn't for him, there wouldn't be.
You are disgusting edgelord.
If it wasn't for him, there it maybe wouldn't have caught. You never know. It maybe wouldn't have got 1,000 subs. And then because it means now I can say to my family that when I'm playing D&D and I set off and take a few hours or 4 or 5 hours in the middle of the night, technically I'm working, so it's a good enough excuse.
Excellent.
Technically.
Are we ready for another guest?
Yes.
Yeah, well, actually, I don't know if we addressed it yet, but Jacob Berg was asking, is there a site for pickup groups? We literally made a Discord server to help you find a group.
Oh, I didn't even see that at the end of it. I just seen the thanks. Yeah, this is the Discord for it.
And somebody, J. Ross, would you mind posting the link to the Discord to the YouTube chat, please?
There's nearly 4,000 members. The idea of this.
I will put it in. I just posted it in both Discord and Twitch. Please join our server. When you join, in the rules, press the thumbs up.
Yeah.
For the love of God, there's 300 people that don't know how to press the fucking button.
Yeah.
And so they're just in greet or yeet forever, for all eternity.
Having said that, the Discord, we did have a Discord before. I
ruined it.
It had 2,000 people in it. It was basically a burning dumpster fire. I know as much as
It was my dumpster fire.
We enjoyed it.
Loved it.
It was great fun.
It was so much fun.
But
so much fun.
It was,
but it also
totally not good for the brand.
Yes.
Yeah, not good for the brand. Not good for my mental health. Not good for Ripper's mental health.
No.
Just too many people doing too much crazy shit.
So this,
I loved it. But
this Discord server is purely for use to help find friends to play D&D or other tabletop games or different versions of D&D, just in general. There's not much chit chat. Where there is a wee bit in the tap room. There's a lot in the D&D, the subfolders for the chat for help. But ideally, it's a resource, and it helps you find friends. And whenever you work out that everybody on the internet's nutters, you can rejoin or you can start talking again and make new friends. And you never know. I know there's people here that have made proper friends and made proper groups and enjoying themselves. Do you know what I mean? So not everybody's for everybody. So hopefully you find.
Once I can legally have a gathering, I am hosting an in-person D&D game, and I'm recruiting on the server. So if you're in the Toronto area, hit me up.
I strongly I wouldn't recommend that. You're not gonna get ruin your life. You're not gonna get burned or anything like that there, but I reckon it would be. I reckon it would be a rough. It would be a rough night in.
But either way. Name lock. You're on the air.
Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah, I was just waiting for you guys to finish your little tangents and not interrupt anything.
You're all right, bro.
No, interrupt us. We will go on all goddamn day if you don't.
All right. So, for a lot of people who also probably play Magic the Gathering, in July there's going to be a D&D Magic the Gathering set coming out based on the Forgotten Realms. Since a lot of people here probably play both games like myself, what is a character from the Forgotten Realms that hasn't been announced that you hope will be in that set? Because they're also doing 4 commander decks that they could be in. So Drizix, Loth, a bunch of like the grandiose Forgotten Realms characters have already been announced. But is there any like unknown Baldur's Gate character that you hope gets put in or something?
Wait, is Mordenkainen in there?
I don't think he's been announced, so he could be in limbo and it's not announced.
Wait, is Mordenkainen even a Forgotten Realms character?
Yeah,
I'm
I
not
don't have enough
sure.
lore knowledge to,
I think
really
he's
back that
Greyhawk.
up.
Yeah. Well, you guys know who Mordenkainen is, right?
Yeah,
That was Gary
I-
Gygax's wizard.
Yeah, I've read
Yes.
a lot of the D&D books and lore and stuff.
I mean, if anybody deserves it, I suppose it would be Mordenkainen. Xanathar would be cool too.
I mean, yeah, Xanathar would be cool. I'd like to see who's big in Forgotten Realms. I don't
know.
I don't even know much. Like, I don't know much FR lore.
So how about since Forgotten Realms is kind of broad to everybody, what's a D&D creature that you hope is in the game that gets put
hell yeah.
as into a magic card?
Oh, that would be fun. Displacer Beast would be pretty rad.
They already
Beholder.
confirmed Beholder too. Beholder's already in it.
Good.
Yes,
Good.
That's great.
For so long, my picture was a Pepe Beholder, and it was amazing. I
And the
love
cool part
Beholders.
is that for this set, they're actually going to have a variant version of some of the cards where they're going to look like they're from first edition D&D sketches.
Oh, that's so dope.
Nice.
That's so dope.
Mind Flare.
Oh yeah, that's a great one. I have a little Mind Flare Funko Pop that I bought when those got announced.
Let me see other
Chain Devils would be
D&D
pretty lit.
characters.
Chain Devils would be pretty fucking gnarly. For
I
don't know, like a black-red play style.
I'm feeling like Black Red could be Goblin spam.
I mean, you could do a lot of different things with goblins, with black red. Like red can be goblin spam, but you can also like devils often don't work alone. Like there's often a handful of them, so like some sort of like interaction between like devils and the dead could be really interesting.
I'd like a nice demon, chaotic, evil kind of deck.
Oh yeah.
Like a good rush. Like I feel like demons would be a better red style than devils. Devils might be more devils are more orderly. They'd be more like a blue deck, I think.
You think?
I can see them maybe being like blue-black.
Yeah, maybe.
Blue black. When I think red black, I think rush down, demon. But D&D devils
just,
are a little
swamping
different
with numbers.
Yeah.
That's fair. I have 4,000 magic cards I need to go through that a friend gifted me. I have no idea if I can use any of them.
4,000?
There's a creature that was actually created through Make-A-Wish Foundation called the Ooblex.
I know the Ooblex, yeah.
That I've used in campaigns before, but I think it'd be super cool to have that as a magic card, and that it could almost exile a creature from a graveyard. It gains that card's abilities until you do it again and absorb something else.
It's rad. Gelatinous cubes would be fun in Magic.
Ooh.
Yes, gelatinous cubes are one of the greatest D&D monsters of all time.
Yeah, they're an icon. Can't go wrong with an icon. Cool. Thank you for your question. That's a great.
Yeah,
topic. I appreciate that.
Yeah,
that's fun.
That was a fun
That's
one.
good news. Yeah,
I had in one campaign, I actually had a dungeon that was in a frozen mountain, and they had to light the beacon to warn the neighboring capital that a demonic siege was coming. When they lit the beacon, though, it unthawed the dungeon, and the dungeon was 60% gelatinous cubes.
Ha!
Oof.
Oops.
So then they had to escape the dungeon and not get taken by the cubes.
Brilliant. That's cold-blooded, bro. Well, thank you again so much for hanging out with us today.
Thank you
Nimlock.
so much.
Yeah, thanks, Nimlock.
We're gonna let you go and bring someone else in. Have a good
Sounds
day.
good.
Yeah.
You too.
Let me see. We have
Zohetsukaku.
Zohetsukaku. Yes.
You're the
Not
first person who's ever pronounced it correctly.
You're
First time.
Oh!
Yeah.
I wasn't getting it first time, so
Fell over. Oh!
it was what was in my
How
head,
are you?
but not what was going to come out.
I'm doing well. I'm really new to D&D. I ran a campaign for some of my friends. I'm mostly just a storyteller. I've never really been big into like building a campaign kind of thing or building characters. But what do you guys recommend? Because I was thinking about trying to get a campaign with people who are playing non-playable races. So like building a monster party, basically.
Oh, that's fun.
And I was kind of wondering what would you guys recommend as far as like where I should look to try and convert some of those monsters into maybe like a playable race.
Probably like converting from like 4E to 5E would be the move, because there's a lot more like detailed stats that you could then like take and turn into something. Am I right?
There's probably some like homebrew wiki stuff out there that has a lot of monster races already converted to players.
Yeah, and another
Since
thing that you can do
converting-
is, like, you can like take like the kind of ideas of that monster race and then pick a humanoid race that it's kind of similar to, and then just kind of adjust according to taste, you know?
Yeah, that is something you can do. Something that has always been a very core part of D&D since the beginning has been kind of just making it work. If someone wants to play as a dragon from level 1, you can make that work. You're going to have to rejigger the rules a bit, but whatever. It's a game, have fun. Kind of like always been the mentality behind the original game.
That's kind of what I found out when I started building the campaign, because I wanted to do like everything was like super different in the party. So I tried to come up with a reason why they would all be in the same place at the same time. So it was like totally like a Morrowind start. You guys were all prisoners and you guys all have your own weird personality quirks. But now you have to fight monsters in an arena. And it was really weird trying to sort of learn how D&D works with roles and things. And like I basically learned how to play D&D as a DM.
Yep, that's how I learned.
I'm sorry for both of your losses. I've only learned as a player. I have yet to DM.
Oh, DMing is so much more fun. You get to
It is
murder
fun.
your friends.
Yeah, that's.
I only DM'd once for a friend for like a one-shot campaign to like introduce her to D&D.
It seems like an awful lot of work though, just to want to murder your friends. Do you know what I mean? There's so much planning and preparation. That's what scares me, because it's time for me, and then I like being able just to think about spin up a character, play a one shot. I'd love to be able to spend the time and get stuck in, but I don't think I'd have enough time to actually organize something. Definitely.
You do the same thing with like a one-off campaign, though. Have like a boss that's the character.
The trick is when you're starting out, just run a couple modules.
Yeah.
To get your feet wet before you make your own world. And like, you know, spend 100 hours designing NPCs that the party is going to talk to once and then completely forget about.
Yeah.
Or spend 5 seconds designing an NPC that the party loves and is going to want to keep around forever.
And then slit their throat.
Yes, like the French Canadian sea captain barmaid that everyone loves.
Well, I hope that answers your question in like some weird roundabout way, Zohetsukaku. Thank you so much for joining us on the call-in show today.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you for continuing to support the channel and the community.
Well
Thanks
said.
for letting me join.
Yeah.
Cheers. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Bro.
Just remember, without the community, we wouldn't be here.
We are not a YouTube channel with a community. We are a community with a YouTube channel.
A wise man said that a long time
That
ago,
is true.
Dave. Isn't that right?
Hello, orderly chaos.
Uh-oh. Are we gonna have our first one where we're gonna have to boot because our audio's not working?
Yeah. Can you hear us? We can't. Oh,
Womp
they
womp.
dropped.
We just have to pay
Oh,
respect.
hands
Yeah.
back up. See if they got it fixed. If not, we'll leave it till later on. Oh, go.
Let me see. I sent the invite. Let's see. Hello, orderly chaos. Can you hear us? Can we hear you?
I can hear y'all.
Yeah.
Y'all hear
Oh,
me
hi.
okay?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, hi.
Yay. So, my question is basically I DM for my siblings a lot, and I'm wanting to do a one-shot soon, but our youngest player is like 10, and I'm wondering how can I create like a suspenseful story without making it too like scary for him? Like, basically, what ideas do you have for still keeping suspense?
You can. Kids don't need to be pandered to. They're a lot more strong than you think.
Mm-hmm.
They like scary. Some kids like scary stuff. I don't know.
Yeah.
Does your youngest player like horror or scary movies or anything?
He likes the suspense element. He doesn't really like, since he's a child, he doesn't really do horror stuff.
It doesn't have to be
like,
gory
he does
though. It doesn't have to be gory. You know.
I didn't want it to be gory, but
Do a mystery. Yeah.
You ever
Yeah,
read that
that's
Encyclopedia Brown book? I mean,
Do you like
or
a
like a Hardy Boy, or like a what's it called?
Yeah.
Nancy.
Do you like a
mystery?
Sherlock Holmes story?
Yeah.
yeah.
Like,
Yeah, I was
see,
thinking
there's,
like that.
there's lots of things you can do.
Yeah, I mean, like Doctor Who. You know, it's not. It's scary if you're that age, but it's not. It's not gory
like-
or.
Scary enough to like.
Yeah,
It's not like
result-
crap your pants scary.
Yeah.
It's like somehow he's like a murder hobo already without like
Oh,
and they
he's
have
got a
like,
Perfect. And whatever,
It's
don't
great.
worry.
yeah. So
We're all
thank you.
murder
Yeah.
hobos at 10. Hit with stick. That was always my move when I was young.
What was your
Yeah.
move? Sorry, murder hobo.
Hit with stick.
It was stick. Hit with stick. Yeah, that'll do it. That'll do it.
Bonk. Go to horny jail.
And orderly chaos.
Yeah, nice.
Well done for playing with your siblings because
Oh, yeah.
I don't
Oh,
think I don't think I can handle that, to be honest.
Nope.
No.
There's no way I could convince my siblings to ever play D&D with me. So.
First that.
They didn't
Second,
really-
I would probably murder my brother if I tried.
Yeah, in real life, not even in game. Like even Oh, I would.
Yeah, like last year when we were all quarantined, like that's what I ended up organizing for us all to do. So yeah, we're having a great time with it so far.
Yeah.
Hey,
Nice.
I love it.
That's
See,
awesome.
You're a good person.
I'm glad that D&D is bringing your family closer together.
I organized myself and during lockdown a door to keep my family out. There you go. And my dog's in. So, yeah.
You're like not even old enough to be a crotchety old man, Scott. Like, pull it together, bro. At least like enjoy the last like 2 years before you actually have to be crotchety. Get people off of your lawn.
No, because every time I wanted to do a bit of work or any time I wanted to do anything, like we were trying to arrange to play games, Dave.
Yeah.
You know, whole family would have just piled through the house. You know, like just be standing behind me. So,
Yeah.
you know, that's the
Scott's
reason.
family just Kramer's through.
But I was in the middle of the house, so you know, like we were playing for 4-hour sessions, Dave, weren't we? And I had to basically kick my whole family out. I couldn't let them come through or nothing. Do you know what I mean? So, yeah, that's why I built the door for peace for them and for me. You know, so well done.
Well, thank you so
very
much,
much,
for
Orderly Chaos.
Thank you.
Thank you, now.
Have a
Jinx,
lovely
you-
Sunday.
You guys too.
Bye bye.
Bye-bye. And now we have Telephaz Man.
Yeah, I've been waiting
Coming
very
in.
patiently. Thank you for your patience, Telephaz, man. I appreciate
Yep.
that.
Thank you.
How's your audio?
I'm trying to get you guys in order that you request.
Yep.
Oh, and now we just got like 5 more people in line.
Hey, gang, what's good? Let's
Well,
go. This is
Jerry's in line,
Yep.
so
I can't wait to hear Jerry's voice.
Michael's there too. I've spoken to Michael a few times. He's an interesting fella. Wonder who else is there. What do you call him? J. Ross. If American 2.0 puts his hand up, will you be letting him in?
yes, but on the condition that he behaves, or I will ban his ass.
I know. There's a few people here.
And that is not a threat. That is a promise.
Oh, I wouldn't even let him in. Teller, are you there?
Yeah.
Oh, what's your question,
Please,
buddy?
you need to interrupt us, or we're going to talk over you
Yeah.
all night.
Everybody's being very polite.
Yeah, y'all are so
Well,
patient. Like
That's because you're a YouTube star,
I wouldn't go that far.
Mr. 143K.
Yep. 43.5 Ks.
Sorry, I can't see to the 100 on the sub line.
Well, that's because you don't get the fucking analytics, Ross.
Nope. Only the team.
Fast man.
What's your
How's
question?
Your day? What's
yeah.
your question, bud?
I have one question. One of you, pineapple and pizza.
Telefaz, it sounds like you are like speaking into like somebody's butt cheek.
Yeah.
I was gonna say plastic cup, but
hear you.
Nah, it's too thick to be a plastic cup.
Is it?
Oh, he's muted. I'm gonna just drop him.
Womp womp. Let's see if they posted it. If he posted in tap room, because I do want to catch that question. Telefaz, man.
Hello there.
We currently have
Usal.
USA 1, 2, 3, 4.
Hello there.
Hello.
Hey, what's up? How's it going?
It's good. Quick question for you guys. What's like your favorite video on the MrRipper channel? Mine is your favorite class is bullshit. That one's my favorite.
I had to demonetize. I had to take the ads off. I had to take the ads off that one to keep it up.
Oh.
So that I do have a couple, but it is a good one actually, and it was just a bit of fun. It was just a bit of fun. My favorite video. Let me just see. I'm actually looking because we've done like 400 of them now, and.
Whichever one was the one where I did the story about Zappa, that is still my favorite story. Zappa the Bard was my favorite story of all time. There were so many references. It was bordering on like being like an entire video's worth of like JoJo references, because all JoJo references are actually just like 1970s prog rock references, which my heart. So that was my favorite one.
That is most of why I love JoJo.
Version of Zappa. That was the dankest.
Where's the one that has the Cult of J. Ross thumbnail?
Oh, that's a long time ago now, that one.
Yeah, that was back like...
That's like the first couple of videos, maybe first 20 or 30
minutes. That was way back at the start when it was still text-to-speech.
Yeah.
Question, what's like your favorite class or subclass to play?
I like being... Well, I actually like being a barbarian in 4E. I feel like you have a lot of really versatile options for DPS and combos with partners.
Yeah.
And I also, mind you, I'm also just a 4E. I'm a 4E fan, so I like the tactical combat. I like having to have combat with maps. I like grids. I like all that stuff.
I've only played Fish Edition, so I don't know that much about 4E.
4E was like a war game where you had to think strategically, and you couldn't just do. I don't know. 5E's a little bit too, for me. Lull. I'm gonna swing off the chandelier just for lulls and the memes. 4E was like, you have to think about every encounter and how you're going to approach it. You have to think about your position on the field. Like, say you have a wizard that can push a guy towards a square into your barbarian who's going to smash him over the head with a big cleave. Or something.
Being tactical is something I like, but I don't like it to be too tactical because I also like to have fun too.
Yeah, I think the supporting rules don't.
I think tactical combat's fun.
Yeah,
I love combat.
Combat for me.
I'm an XCOM kid.
I think if it's too tactical, it becomes less fun, which is also one of the reasons why I really like playing Wild Magic, because it just can something random can happen and it can cause a really funny moment at the table.
Yeah,
Wild Magic
I
so
do
much
like
fun.
the memes.
Yeah, like our source, or I guess he's a Sorlock, has had a feather beard now for so many levels that I think if he hits level 8, the beard becomes an item that he can just take on and remove. Like he has to make a save every turn to sneeze, and if he sneezes, the beard disappears. But if he makes it to level 8 without losing the beard, then he gets to keep it as an item that gives him an additional 5 feet that applies to beard.
So he's just gotten really lucky that he keeps having it.
I don't know. I'm not sure if you've watched Fire and Dice, but Nolan he's not just blessed by the dice gods. It's almost as though he just is the dice gods. That dude will fucking roll 6 nat 20s in a game, and then he'll be like, dude, I swear, like, I'm not fudging the rolls. He'll show you the rolls, the nat 20s, and then he's like, you know what, fuck it, these dice are too lucky, I'm gonna do it on D&D Beyond instead, and then we can all see it, and again, he's just crit. It's not fair, because I roll shit.
I don't roll well either.
This is why I DM, because as a DM, you're allowed to cheat. Actually, hot take.
That's a whole other thing. Fudging rolls.
Controversial opinion: DM fudging rules isn't cheating.
Ooh.
I mean,
there's a reason why DMs. There's a reason why
back
DMs
on
roll
track
behind
real
the
quick,
screen.
because we will be here all day. If I were to choose probably a favorite class, I'm pretty partial to Druid right now. I'm really enjoying Circle.
Like, Circle of the Moon is really good.
It's a great utility knife. You can solve a lot of problems and, keep a lot of people alive while dealing, manageable damage.
It's as versatile as, like, a cleric or a wizard.
Yeah, except you don't have to, have a spell book. And you can just,
and you're not squishy. You're not as squishy.
Because
I'm sorry. You're not as squishy as a wizard.
There's one stereotype I really dislike, and it's the human fighters are only played by people who are unimaginative.
Oh,
that is so not
fucking
true.
Hate that.
Best D&D player I have ever played.
You can be a battle master or even an Eldred's Knight.
Dude, the most adept Dungeons and Dragons player who has dealt the most damage on a single round of turns, who is just he just breaks the game. He will only ever play human fighters, and
yeah.
In 5e,
so creative with how he uses the rules.
It's because you have so many attacks and action surge on top of that.
Yeah.
If I was gonna make a human fighter in 5e, I would either do a dex-based fighter, or I would go two-handed with the Great Weapon Master.
Yeah, that's what he usually does.
Yeah.
Or Great Weapon Fighter or Great Weapon Fighter and Polearm Master together are broken.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, you add Sentinel to
so
that.
So broken.
Anyways, thank you for Scott. Do you have a favorite class or subclass?
No, but
no,
I don't. I haven't got one. I haven't got one. But
I love that. The Chad no.
It's a straight up no. But I don't like supporting classes. I think I'm more of a hands-on fight.
You don't like the standard heal bot that always is the last person to come.
No, my attention span and thought process isn't strong enough to be able to. Yeah, but human fighter barbarian, something where you're from the
same problem.
Yeah, I rage and hit with great axe.
Yeah, that's what it is for me, and especially because you're on the internet, and I tend to be very late at night as well. If I'm not at the front, nearly dying. Yeah, or getting shot at getting shot from a cannon when I'm trying to fly. I'm not.
Right.
You have to be at the forefront of it.
Right. Well, there's a lot of other people who want to get in, so I probably should take my leave now.
Cheers, buddies.
We'll let you go.
Right. Thank you for joining us today.
Thank you.
Let's get Jerbear up on the line.
He's a little bit down the line. We got 2 more in front of him.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
They've been waiting longer.
Hey there. Can y'all hear me?
I've got the queue.
Yep.
Oh,
yeah,
wow.
Hey, how's it going?
That's great.
Yeah, there's 7 people waiting.
Ooh.
Wow.
So, question for y'all. 2-part question, I should say. Have y'all heard of Old Man Henderson? And if so, have you considered doing a video on him?
I have heard of Old Man Henderson, and I would consider it if I could find the right material.
I can send you a link to that.
Please do.
I can send you a link to the creator's post of the full story.
Please do. Please do.
Please,
He-
I'm calling dibs, by the way.
Yes.
I'm calling dibs on that one, Scott.
No, because
I was here for it. You can't hide from me.
people were asking about schedules and stuff earlier on. We do have a schedule. It's every other day, and we run with about a week to 2 weeks sort of run with it. So all the videos are edited. Dave or Brian do the audio. Then my son Jake edits now, and he does the editing, and then I piece everything together. And Dave,
I look beautiful.
whenever I've heard of anything with Old Man Henderson, I have Dave. I have Dave in my head for it, so he can call dibs all he wants, but he would get it if I got the right script for it. So, because whenever I read the stories, I actually have Dave's voice and Brian's voice in my head. I don't actually have my own voice in my head anymore. I couldn't do an impression. I couldn't do an impression of Dave at all. But whenever I read in my own head, I have Dave's voice or Brian's voice, depending on the story. So
And I'll never not be able to hear one of those two when I'm reading D&D stories.
Exactly.
I genuinely thank you for that.
Well, thank you for your question, Teresa.
You know what?
Appreciate it.
I also hear Dave's voice in my head.
Yeah, it's a Canadian brothership, so it is. Yeah, just DM me it. If you've got the link or the creator of it, please do. Please do.
Absolutely, sir.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. I'm pretty sure Dave and I are Eskimo brothers.
People are asking for my bathwater as well.
I don't think that we're Eskimo brothers, Ross.
J. Ross, would you pay for my bath?
Whoa. People are asking you for bathwater.
Yeah.
Bold of them to assume that Ripper bathes.
I do. I'm a shower man. But
Are we selling?
Hey, you don't
Are we
take
selling
baths?
D&D nerd bathwater now?
Spoil yourself like that, bro.
I took a bath today. I went to Lush and bought a bath bomb.
Dog, if I had a bathtub in my apartment, I would literally take a bath every morning for a fucking hour.
my bath actually is directly above me, and you can see the ridge on the ceiling from where. Oh,
Candles,
look,
dude.
that's where the bath actually sits down into the sunken into the floor, so you can see the
The
step.
best I can do is this goddamn hot tub graphic
Yeah.
until I move.
The problem is that whenever I'm working. Oh, there's Michael.
Yeah.
Oh wait, I've spoken to. Hi, Michael. How's it going?
We do have a guest here.
Oh, sorry.
Hi, Michael.
You
Oh.
really, please speak over us, or we will go on all goddamn day.
I'll do it. I'll do it. Because
Mhm.
we're just friends.
Don't tempt us.
hanging out, shooting shit.
Well,
So Michael, what's up?
okay, so I have two questions. First one is I'm a new DM and I want to make combat more interesting. Thank you. Do you have any tips for making combat more interesting?
In what sense?
So
Do you want to go faster, smoother? What do you want?
smoother and faster.
Okay.
Ooh, I got one
Best
for
advice
smoother.
I can give you. I have one. First,
Go ahead.
Go
ahead,
roll initiative for your monsters before the session.
Okay.
I do that at my table. All my players love it. Combat's streamlined. It goes so much faster. It's amazing. Everyone is happy.
Yeah.
No one.
I'm
ever
impressed, actually. Sorry, am I allowed to say that?
That's a
On
really
top
good
of
tip.
that, in addition to that, another thing that you can do, and we try to implement that at the Fire and Dice table as best we can, is when you are announcing whose turn it is, it's the Bugbear's turn. Scott, you're on deck. Ross, you're after that. So start thinking about your turns. So let people know when they're on deck and who's after in the initiative, so they can start planning out their next move. And that way, when it gets to their turn, they're ready to rock.
Yeah, and I'm scared.
That is also really good advice.
I don't like it whenever people are really sketchy with distances and how many characters, how many people there is in the combat area as well.
Mechanical.
Yeah, I like it whenever it's clear and concise, where you know exactly, because it's
Give me
easy
a
to picture.
grid.
Yeah, where you
Give
just
me a grid-based map any day.
just where you know, just so there's no confusion, because it's like, sometimes you don't know if you're in range. It's just, yeah. If everybody knows their place, but it's very difficult to do that. That's the only thing. It's very, very difficult.
And if you're looking up like stat blocks, like while you do combat, just have all the stat blocks open and like tabbed, ready to go.
Yeah. If you're doing in person, don't be afraid to tape things to your DM screen. Keep like notes up there and everything. That always helps.
Yeah.
And another thing that we would do is sometimes we would just have somebody else at the table keep track of initiative in exchange for an inspiration point.
Yeah, that is also a really good idea.
Yeah, I agree with that. J. Ross is always the backup man, so he could be doing that.
So I hope that answers your question. You said it was a two-part question. What was the second part?
Yeah. The second one has nothing to do with the first question. It's really random. But
Oh, I like
if you could choose a time period to be stuck in other than the 21st century, which one would you pick?
Ooh, I like it. 'cause I'm a huge-
Ancient Egypt, because I know enough about math, science, and medicine that I would basically be a priest and live the best life possible.
That's true. But then on the other side, gotta be careful that they don't think you're some kind of witch, you know?
You say
No, the gods speak to me. The gods speak to me and they love me. I'm
They
chosen.
speak for me.
I could basically be Egyptian Rasputin.
Yeah, but you've got the hot tub behind you, so just jump in there, J. Ross, and fly and go to ancient Egypt. Just there you go, just jump in
Maybe
there.
ancient Greece. I'll be in ancient Greece. That shit's rad.
I mean, that would all. I'd also want to be in Rome for similar reasons.
I wouldn't. Rome got too big for its own britches. Ancient Greece was where it was at.
I mean, Rome lasted for like 1400 years, though, guy.
Yeah, before it fucking imploded.
I'm gonna go completely different.
No, I'm counting the 1,000 years that the Romans were not in Rome as part of Rome.
I don't know.
But that's
I
a
feel
whole
like, just,
nother.
like, the Greeks had it figured out. Like, it was just like fucking. There was no like traditional gender roles really. Like, it was
We will have this conversation later.
Yeah, that's maybe not one for witnesses to what's going to go down. No, I'm going to say something completely different. I would go early 20th century, not ancient.
Oh yeah,
that would also be good.
Just because there's a time period between World War One and World War Two where shit was getting exciting with technology, industry, things like that. There, big boats. Cars coming along, planes, that sort of thing. Where shit was moving really quick. And like,
are we? Let me ask a question.
Yeah.
Do we have our knowledge from our current time when we travel back?
Yeah. You just get flung
then,
there.
Yeah.
Well, that's the case. Then I would want to be able, like, I would want to be like, quote unquote, born around like 1950, so I could be a rock and roll god by the end of the 60s to like the late 80s.
Yeah, if I could travel back to like 1955 right now, that would be amazing.
or like 1910, 1902. Create, make a mass production car. You know what I mean?
People to play a pointy guitar. Are
Yo,
you kidding me?
Yeah.
Own it.
Buy IBM stock when it cost a dime.
Yeah.
Bruh. Buy Apple, like when they were a garage.
Yeah. Yo, give Steve Jobs $1,000. See what happens.
Yeah,
exactly. Well, exactly. That's the sort of shit that you would be able to pull off. But I think I wouldn't go back
Buy
too
some
far.
Microsoft.
Because in ancient Egypt, it doesn't matter how godlike you are, J. Ross, you're still living in a dusty hole. So being
it would have been cool to have lived in Atlantis, I guess.
Yo, but I mean that would also be pretty cool.
Yeah.
Like have that advanced
Do you watch
technology.
Do you watch DC's Legends of Tomorrow? Is anybody a weirdo like
Yes.
me? You see that? It's the worst show in the world.
The new season has been so terrible.
Garbage.
Yeah.
It got really good in like seasons 2 and 3.
Yeah. It did, and this season's terrible, but I still watch it.
I'm watching it tonight. I'm watching it tomorrow. I'm just gonna be like, why am I doing this to myself?
Yeah, aliens. Why? Sorry for ruining it for you, Michael.
Like we have a time travel magic show. Why do we need aliens?
Exactly.
The show's all over the place.
Yeah, it is all over the place. I'm very annoyed that they killed off Arrow, but kept. Flash is just.
Flash. I checked out a Flash in season 3, when I was like, oh, another speedster.
Oh, there's loads. There's loads.
I'm like,
they don't end.
Oh, let me guess. Flash needs to run faster than he ever has before, and then he'll win.
Yeah.
That's pretty much it.
I know. I follow all them, so I've been watching them, but I don't even enjoy them anymore. But once you get committed, I tend to watch them whether they're any good or not.
Dude, I hate watch season 8 of Game of Thrones. I understand.
I never watched.
And with that, we're moving on to the next topic.
Go
Michael,
for it.
thank you for
Thank
your
you.
Hey,
sorry.
Thank you.
Sorry, rabbling on there.
Bye. We have another guest. I would like everyone to say hello to Jerry, aka Jer Bear.
Hey, Jerry.
Ferguson.
No.
What up, gang?
Hi, can you hear me okay?
Can indeed.
You sound great.
Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot what I was going to talk about.
And he cut out.
Did we kill him? After all that waiting, I
No,
feel bad. Come
he-
back. Come back. Jerry.
Jerry, he's here.
Here.
He's just
Jerry, 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 Jerry. Hello, Jerry. Nope, no.
Sure, we'll let him go. We'll
Nope.
get somebody else, and then we'll. If
yeah.
We'll
We'll
bump him
move
up.
on to the
Hey,
next
come
one.
back, Jerry.
Hopefully-
Come back, Jerry. Yeah, please do.
Please come back, Jerry. We love you, bro.
We have Firestar 10, 27, 8.
I have a
Hello.
I have a question for you,
Hello,
Firestar.
Firestar.
I have a question for you before you ask us a question. People put random numbers at the end of their names sometimes. Does that number mean something to you, or is that just randomly generated?
The first 3 numbers were from my first alias online.
Oh, okay. Good.
Last 2 numbers I just
don't-
decided to add on to make it, well, unique.
I remember my first alias online.
Oh, Jesus. Do we want to know this?
Probably not.
Definitely not. So, Firestar, what's your question, gang?
Just wondering what your favorite races and classes are to play.
Dwarf.
Well, we already covered classes, so we're gonna
Alright.
talk about race, I guess. I'll go first. I've been really enjoying playing Fearbolg. I mean, if you're playing like a druid, a Fearbolg is definitely just like a race that is purpose built for that. I also just Genasi are so much fun, and those are my favorite races.
I personally have the mentality of a dwarf. I love dwarves. Their stubbornness. They're like just kind of overt racial supremacy. Their hatred of elves. Their dwarves are like the best comedic race. You can do so much with a dwarf.
I'm just gonna say
Like,
elf,
also-
just to annoy J. Ross because he hates elves, and we've had this conversation many times, and he brings it up quite often. It's weird, actually.
Yes.
Yeah, no, there's
A bunch of elves thinking they're better than us.
yeah.
Acting all hoity-toity and posh.
I think my next character, yeah, I would maybe go Dragonborn or I haven't been.
Although, I do love me a nice Wood Elf Ranger.
He do loves
when
me.
Rangers aren't broken. I do loves me a Wood Elf Ranger. As long as he's wearing the North FC red.
Yeah. You love all that. You be next you're gonna tell me you're following the football and you've been watching the Euros and all that there.
A little bit. My girl was a little upset that Turkey got curb stomped by Italy.
Yeah, they got whooped. Whooped.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was talking about it with my barber because he is from the land of Turkey and Turkish Delight, which was brought up in the YouTube chat. It's very, very nice. So you get that in America or Canada?
Turkish Delights, yeah.
Yep. Yeah.
Absolutely. Well, thank you
Delicious.
for your question, Firestar. Thank you for hanging out with us.
Thank
today
you very
as well.
much.
Let me see. I think we have Telephase Man, and then Jerry, and then we'll move on to the other ones because those were
Yay.
people that had dropped out previously.
Yep.
Yes.
Telephase Man.
Tell us something good. And
Unmuted. Hello.
You guys.
Hello.
we can hear you. J. Ross, shut up.
Am I still talking Satan butt crack?
You're super cutty outy.
I heard
are you...
Satan's butt crack. That's what I heard.
Yeah, that's what it sounded like to me too. Are you 100 feet away from your Wi-Fi router? Because
Sorry, my dudes, but right
there you go.
now.
There you go.
All right, here we go. Here we go. One
we got it.
question, 2 questions. Right now is do you prefer pineapple on pizza?
Oh. Yes. Hawaiian pizzas. It's all I ever order.
I'll eat it if it's
On
like the only
occasion.
pizza around, but I will pick others otherwise.
No, first choice for me.
2 or 3
Second
times a
question
year.
Is what kind of song genres do you guys like?
Ooh, that's a deep question.
Recently, I've been listening to a lot of like older punk.
Nice, like who?
I've been listening
Like how
to
old
like I have this playlist on Spotify. It's like classic punk. It's like Misfits.
Is
a
the
bunch of
Dead
stuff like
Milkmen
that.
included in this playlist? Because the Dead Milkmen
I'm not
needs
sure.
to be. Punk Rock Girl.
see.
You never heard the song Punk Rock Girl? It's a banger.
I think I have. Let me just pull up this playlist. I'll link it in.
While J Ross is doing it, I've been going at my Spotify playlist this week. It's random, and I'm getting the piss taken out of me from my children about this one. It is Naughty's rock music, you know, like Limp Bizkit and all that sort of stuff. It just happens to be on. Yeah, VOD, yeah, all that sort of shit. Fallout Boy, yeah, all that. It just happens to be on, so I've just decided that's what I'm going to listen to. I'm gonna move on to. I love electronic music. I love like Left Field and Future Sound of London and Kraftwerk and all that sort of stuff as well. So that's going to be my next week's type of music. I'm old enough to be able to go through Oasis. I was listening to that the week before. Oasis and Blur, and
Blur's pretty dank.
pardon, sorry.
Blur.
Blur. Yeah, I like Blur.
I can leave Oasis. I think that Wonderwall is one of the most overplayed songs ever.
Yep.
Champagne Supernova
And
is no better.
Champagne Supernova is pretty good.
It's a good song, but it's no better than Wonderwall. And Wonderwall would be a good song if it wasn't the most overplayed song of all
No,
time.
the first album definitely maybe was the one that was peak, and then all sort of went downhill from there.
I
think.
liked Blur.
Yeah.
I really liked Blur. They
He
were
lives
good.
in a house, a very big house in the country.
Genres,
I think I
as a
threw on
musician,
like
I listen to a lot of shit.
Dave listens to
I was
everything.
listening.
I do. So I listen to.
So do I.
It depends on the day. I find myself listening to a lot of prog metal, post rock, sort of like contemporary, modern, minimal, like I guess you could say classical, but it's really like not that classical anymore. Like you got like cellos and pianos, and then you got synthesizer elements. Artists like Oliver Arnolds and Niels Fromm have been really inspiring me. I'm a hip hop head as well. I've been really fucking with Denzel Curry lately. JPEG Mafia is pretty ill.
Yo, Dave.
Yo.
What did you think of Run the Jewels 4?
I haven't listened to it yet. I got to still take the deep dive on Run the Jewels. I've only heard a couple tracks.
Have you been listening to Johan Don 888?
I've listened to Johan Don. I actually did a couple tracks on that record.
I've listened to that. Yeah, he's on Spotify too. So
It's a good album.
yeah, no, I liked it.
And then what else? Oh, I love Manchester Orchestra. I guess that would be considered kind of like alt rock, prog rock. How about yourself, Tom? What are you into?
Winding up
Do you guys want to hear my kind of playlist on Spotify?
Please do, yeah.
Link it in the chat. Yeah, I'll tell you what I do with my music and how I discover new music. My workplace has a rule where every day we have like a rotation. We have a Bluetooth speaker in the kitchen, and every day someone else gets to hook their music up. So I get to discover like a lot of like Bengali and Filipino and sort of like.
Oh, Joe, have you ever listened to Ethiopian jazz?
No, but I'm down.
Bro,
That's probably.
Yo, send me some links.
I will. I'll drop some knowledge.
Do I have time to pour myself a wee drink while you get the next contestant on?
Yeah, I'm gonna let Tella go. I'm gonna just run and take a quick moment as well.
Yeah, give me 2 seconds.
We'll take a minute.
I'm not gonna turn my camera off because I can't do it.
Neither am I. I'll
One
be
sec.
right back.
2 seconds. Dave, entertain the masses.
Oh, God damn it. All right. We're going to take a call from Not a Bot Account. So please join us on stage, Not a Bot Account. And
Hey,
prove to
how's
us
it
that you are
going?
not a bot account. Oh, it's good, thank you. How you doing, gang?
Pretty good, pretty good. Hey, so I had a quick question. Do you guys have any weird or wacky routines that you do before you start a live stream or recording videos and such?
I smoke a little jazz cabbage, but other than that, just kind of, for me, it's just like I set up my audio rig and make sure that, my signal's coming through right. And I got a 90 track set in Ableton that's just like blank tracks filled with instruments. So it takes like 5 minutes to boot that up. But there's no real like routine. Usually we just like hang out, shoot the shit, catch up, and then get going.
Oh, nice. And what's a jazz cabbage?
We're not going to talk about it on stream, but it's also been referred to as the laser lettuce or the electric lettuce. Yeah. So
Interesting.
that's kind of part of my routine. And then Ripper likes to have a drinky poo, and occasionally I'll drink with him. I'm not really much of a drinker myself.
All right.
He didn't.
Yeah, hope that explains it. There's
Thank
no
you,
real
man.
ritual or anything, like we don't get in a circle and put our hands in the middle and shout or anything like that.
What did I miss?
Oh, just asking if you have any kind of weird routines or anything like that before we go into a live stream.
Yes. No, there's no routine.
Hello, not a bot.
But
Usually have a drink and catch up a little bit. And then
if
go
it's
for it.
if there's a special guest, we start an hour before. We all jump on. If it's just the usuals, it's half an hour before, and we just catch up. Yeah, that's really it.
Rant about the week.
I'm usually swearing quite a bit by then. I'm usually quite flustered. Dave takes the, he makes fun of me, so I'm a bit swearing.
We all speak like swear. We all swear like sailors.
Yeah, but
anyways, thank you for your question, not a bot account. We're gonna keep it rolling here. Zohetsu Kaku has another question.
We'll let him in, and then we'll let Jerry back in.
Yeah.
And then we will go back down the list in order.
Actually,
Zohetsu
why
Kaku,
don't- Yeah, what's up?
you're on.
So I was just doing some thinking, and if you guys had to pick one anime that you wanted to do a campaign for, where you tell the whole party, you're like, look, we're gonna all be characters from this anime. What one would
Hunter
you guys
Hunter,
pick
because
and why?
Nen is the most amazing battle system ever created.
Yes.
Yeah, Hunter Hunter would be fun.
I want to be Hisoka. That's all I'm saying. I want bungee gum and to be a horny murder clown.
I mean, you already basically are a horny murder clown
Yeah.
in my eyes. So that's fine.
I just want to be able to have aura that I can make sticky and elastic and amazing. And even though it sounds so simple, it's amazingly overpowered.
Yeah, I know.
Yes.
Am I allowed to say that I don't do anime?
You are,
No.
but you will be shunned.
Yeah, I know.
Watch Hunter x Hunter. It's on Netflix, and it is maybe the best shonen anime ever made.
I'll have a look out
I
for it.
would like to see a Fooly Cooly based D&D campaign. I feel like that would be the most chaotic D&D adventure ever.
Also, JoJo's D&D?
I mean, but that's the easy answer, though.
So then, I guess.
Yeah, but everything can be a music reference, and also
True.
Yeah, well, I am aware
magic punching ghosts.
Yeah.
So you, Ripper, what TV show would you pick? Since you aren't really a big anime person, what TV show would you go with?
Need a Firefly game.
Yeah.
Here's a deep cut. Fringe.
Oh, that's a good one though. I love Fringe.
Fringe was so good.
It's one of the best shows ever.
It's dealing with basically things that seem like they're fake. It's like fringe science. It's like parallel universes. It's monsters. It's all sorts of stuff.
Yeah, it's brilliant.
So like modern Twilight Zone.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
kind of like a Twilight Zone stuff. The guy they cast to play Wesker was in it as the boss character. He was really good.
Yeah, it's a brilliant show. Watch it from start to finish. Watch it twice actually, start to finish.
Yeah,
Doctor
it
Who
got
would be
really good at the end.
Yeah, Doctor Who.
Yeah.
And that'd be rad. You could just be like a potato person.
I mean, if we were doing a Doctor Who thing, I would probably end up being the master.
What about Sons of Anarchy?
Never watched it. Couldn't tell you.
That could be
No,
interesting.
I'd like a
Yeah.
good Breaking Bad D&D campaign.
Yeah.
I would be Jesse.
You would be
Fine,
Jesse.
bitch.
No, I think so. I think Sons of Anarchy would work. It's just got that sort of like.
Now we need Duck
like
Dynasty.
Beth sort of style. It constantly just gets worse and worse and worse and worse. What was that, Duck Dynasty? the Robertsons. We all have the beards.
Trailer Park Boys, guys. Trailer Park Boys campaign. Let's go.
Dexter. No,
I mean, if we're going
Dexter,
Dark
that's
Dynasty, then we
that's
gotta
what I'm
go
feeling.
Bear in the Big Blue House, man.
Bear in the Big Blue House.
Yeah. Well, thank you for your question, Zohetsukaku. We're gonna let you
Yeah.
go. We're gonna bring Jerry back on.
Hey, Jerry forgot what he was going to talk about, but that's okay because we just want to see Jerry and say hi to Jerry. Hi, Jerry.
Hello, Jerry. How's our favorite thing I can't say on Twitch?
No audio from Jerry. Womp womp.
Jerry,
Jerry,
are
we're gonna have to have a
you
serious
here?
talk about your audio setup.
Please
bud.
talk, Jerry. Please talk.
Make sure the
Please.
Discord is seeing the right audio input, because it's not seeing any audio from you right now. And maybe turn off noise suppression if you want, or don't. We'll give you a 10, 9, 8, 7, 6.
He forgot what he was going to
5,
talk about again.
4, 3, 2, 1. Sorry, Jerry. We'll catch you next time, buddy.
All right, we love you, Jerry.
Yes,
We're
we
gonna
do.
let-
Very much.
I'm gonna let
Pick somebody who hasn't.
Peter Holmes,
Yeah.
74 in. He hasn't spoken before. And then we have a few more people who haven't spoken, then a couple friends who have that we can
Yes.
circle back around to.
What up, Peter Holmes?
Hi guys, am I speaking loud enough?
Yeah, I can hear you just
Yeah.
about.
Sort of hear you.
You don't sound like you were born in 74.
No, I was gonna say that actually.
Well,
I turned
no.
them up.
First of all, no, my name is not Peter. Second, no, I'm not born in 1974. It just so happened that I really like that number, and
Okay.
I like that. I like that name too. So what? And so sorry in advance for my accent. French Canadian here. Very tired for my week. Well,
Don't worry.
Canadians who can understand you perfectly, mon ami.
Good.
I am used to hearing it.
I'm
Yeah,
not,
I
but
was
I can
just
still
pulling
understand
Ottawa
you.
for
So
a year,
I can
I
still
mean, we
understand
can
you.
understand Scott, so we can understand.
Well, that's fun to hear. Well,
So, did you have
anyway.
a question?
Well, yeah. Basically, I'm a fan of the little series Crab Guide to D&D from Joe Cat, and I just had that idea to just make that joke happen about the all cleric party, and I proposed it to my group. So we're basically 3 players and 1 DM, and we're just asking, what would you suggest to be like for subclasses? What kind of?
Light, Life, and Forge.
Okay, I know I'll be the full support guy. I'll be like an ASMR
Yeah.
who's focusing
Yeah.
on healing the party and giving buff.
So that'll be the
What have I done?
Light Cleric.
Oh, sorry, my
Light
Discord
Cleric
dropped.
gets Fireball, and they're like kind of a caster.
Mm-hmm.
And Forge Cleric can enchant armor and weapons and give buffs like that. And basically worship their god through blacksmithing. So if you want a dwarf, be a Forge Cleric.
All right, I propose that to my team.
I think so. I think
at least-
people might have missed a wee bit of that there because my Discord dropped for a second. Oops.
I got it all.
Oh, that's good. Well, if you got it all, that's all right. Not everybody else. Sorry.
I don't know. Does anyone else have any cleric subclasses they would recommend?
I've never played a cleric.
And clerics are always, always, always one of the best classes you can ever be.
Oh yeah, I've used that I've been a cleric once, and then I just never stopped being one. That's just so nice. Versatility, being offensive support from offensive for offense. That's just
They're like wizards, only less squishy because they can wear heavy plate.
Yep. Well, that would be it, I guess.
Thank you for hanging out with us today, Peter.
Thank you,
Thank
Peter.
you. Thank you, Peter.
Au revoir.
It's a lovely
My
name.
pleasure.
Bonsoir.
Bonsoir.
Let me see.
Merci beaucoup, mon ami.
Sorry for anybody that dropped there. My Discord had a wee bit of a spinny moment there.
Shame on you.
Yeah.
All right,
We have Lythandra coming in, maybe? Maybe?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we're gonna have to stop letting people put their hands up because
Um,
it's getting late now, guys. Getting late.
Yeah.
It is.
The cutoff
3:40.
is Orderly Chaos, and then we will let it go.
Great.
Oh well, there's
Sounds good.
Hello,
Twisted.
Lythanda.
Yep.
Yeah, yo guys, what's good?
Oh, just got to pee.
Oh, not much. How's it going?
Yeah, not too bad. I heard you guys talk about races earlier. It's kind of an old change, but what do you guys think about the removal of negative attributes from
I
races?
dislike it.
You
I
reckon?
think races should have negatives and positives. I think it makes for a more balanced and, quite frankly, interesting character.
I agree, but on the other hand, it does nerf humans.
Yes, but also,
That sounds
if
like
you're
a
playing in a
personal
fantasy setting, do you really want to be a human?
Well, they get cool feats. You can do stuff at early levels.
I mean, there are advantages and disadvantages to every race in D&D.
Yeah.
And it all depends on what kind of character you want to be.
True.
Like,
Yeah, I'm with Ross.
I think that you should be able to make a character that is, as far as I'm concerned, even if you have a dwarf with minus dex and int or whatever, or if you want to be a half orc and have a minus int character and be a wizard, go for it. I think that can be fun.
Does it not make it I know you're talking about balance, but just having a flat 0, does it need to be a minus to make it to
I mean,
to balance it out?
you can.
I get it.
Depends on what the pluses are.
Yeah.
It depends on what the pluses are. Say you have a +2 strength, +2 will, or +2 whiz character.
You show your sister
Might-
mage with that mistake. But yeah, I like a bit more diversity of races, and I feel like it's kind of tempted more players into playing different races other than human. I'm for it, but I do think having a few bad attributes on a character is a good time.
Yeah, I agree.
I personally, I mean, I've had people get really mad at me for saying this, but as a DM, I allow the core books and one other book of your choosing from all my players. I'm like, that's it. That's all you get. You can have Player's Handbook, DMG, and one other book.
Yeah, but then you're down to Player Handbook and Tasha's, because that's where all the good shit is nowadays.
No.
You're not wrong.
Yeah.
Tasha's is better.
I mean, if that's what you want to use.
Tasha's is
If
so
you want to use,
in a lot of places, it's just like, are you
I
sure you
also-
want that to be canon, guys? Like, come on.
of course, I also allow the errated ranger, obviously.
Oh, that's only
That-
polite.
That's just, of course. If you're gonna play a ranger, please use the edited one. It's at least not as bad.
Yeah.
Cool. Does that answer your question?
Yeah, I think so. Unless you guys got anything else, I think I'll head off.
Yeah, and I'd like to thank you because I think you win the award for the clearest mic out of
I was
anybody
gonna
on the
say
stream.
that. Go to fucking Walmart,
Yeah,
boys.
you
Get a
sound
microphone.
amazing.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
It's
Amazon.
crystal.
Amazon's choice.
What mic?
PS4 mic.
What mic is it? Because it is crystal clear.
Oh, this is a very tasty one. This is a Razer Kraken. I don't know.
Oh, it's just a head.
It's a whole. It's a
Nice.
decent.
I need an
Pretty
upgrade.
bougie.
I need an upgrade.
you gotta get a
Apparently, I need to buy
bro.
a better headset as well.
Yeah, well,
It's kind of pricey, but it's decent. But yeah, without trying to shill, Razer products. Yeah. Cheers,
Too late
guys.
for
Catch you
that.
next time.
cheers. Catch you later.
Thank you. Cheers. Bye.
All right.
Uh,
Will, welcome. You're on the stage. Well, welcome to the stage.
Yes. Hello.
How are you guys?
Hi.
Hi,
How
Will.
are you, Mr. Awesome?
Is that your last
Pretty
name?
good.
Is that your last name? That's what I want to know.
Yeah, that is my last name.
Brilliant.
Post ID.
No, don't.
Alright.
Dox yourself.
I had a question for you guys.
On with
Huh? All right. How do you guys feel about Jews in Israel?
Nope.
Nope. Thank
No,
you.
we're not talking politics here.
No, definitely no politics. Definitely no politics.
Yeah, this
When
is
you-
a Dungeons and Dragons
Hello?
channel.
Yay, Twisted.
Yeah.
Psychopath.
Just had to take a hit real quick. I wanted to come down and come real to you guys. And I wanted to ask a question to you all. So I was wondering when the fuck you guys were ever gonna grow up, because you like playing these board games or something, or whatever the servers. I don't even know where I am right now.
Grow up.
No, you should have kept them on. Why are you kicking people?
Oh, yeah, I
would've-
want to talk some shit, but it's okay. It's
no. I would have answered my question. I would have answered that question.
I don't know. I probably grew up around the time I got divorced. In response to your answer, thank you very much. Have a nice day.
Do you want to know why I enjoy these
That
types
is
of things?
also the answer.
I'm old. I remember before computers got really big. I'm old. That's why I like it. I'm clinging on to my childhood. There's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with
It's
that.
not a board game. It's a tabletop game.
But you know, but you know what I mean. Just, I liked, but I like things that were, yeah, you know, it's not board game. I like board games. I like tabletop games. I don't have to just like video games all the time. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Simple as that.
Honestly, like I know more grown-ups that play board games than their respective children.
Yeah, exactly.
Kids are all fucking glued to their iPad. Like, hey, why don't you get together with friends and like play a game where you actually like have to interact with people?
Yeah. I was going to say be in person, but unfortunately you can't do that at the moment. It's like
things are opening up around here, but yeah, I don't know what it's like in the rest of the world.
It's getting there now. It's getting there now. Okay, we got crispy
All right.
bacon
We
for.
just allowed outdoor dining.
Right.
Hello
Crispy bacon.
again.
Hey, how you doing?
Thanks, I'm good. So I have 2 questions, if that's all right.
Sure.
The first question for you is, what subclass do you think is the most underrated?
Subclass that I think is underrated. Oath of the Ancients, paladins are pretty rad. And also, fucking, what's it called? Oh my god, Path of the Zealot barbarians are pretty lit. That's my answers.
I think Conquest Paladins are underrated in 5e.
I'm still shocked that somebody sat there with their hand up for 10 minutes just to abuse us.
I mean,
I
I'm
have an
not.
underrated.
I'm not.
I haven't got an underrated
We
class,
meant-
to be honest.
Well, we did mention James. So I assume that just attracted the trolls.
No, you're here. You're here.
Oh.
That's the problem. You're attracting the trolls. You're attracting the trolls.
I didn't even do anything. For the first time in my life, I am completely innocent.
You are complicit by default. Anyways, thank you, Crispy Bacon, for your questions
Thank you.
today. I hope that answers them sufficiently. We have Name Lock and Orderly Chaos on deck.
I will go for name lock because they just followed us on Twitch. So that.
Oh, thank you for the follow, Name Lock.
Yeah, and then we'll do Orderly Chaos, and then that's us. So if you put
Yeah.
your hand up, we're done. Unfortunately.
Awesome bonus. Okay, so this is going to be my completely super D&D related question. What is the most random object you have used to defeat/kill an enemy with? Could be anything from like a candlestick to a butter knife.
I gotta think on that.
Let
for
me
a minute.
think.
For
Yeah,
me,
that's
as a barbarian, I went into rage and I beat someone up with a potato.
You cannot use potato. You cannot use potatoes as a weapon. That's just.
Yeah, you can. It's
you
a
cannot-
melee. Just like
That's
base melee
racist.
damage.
It's racist.
Racist for you.
It's like, it's like
rope
me saying I
count
killed
if I
somebody
made a
with poutine.
Well, yeah, if you made like a piece
definitely
off the
could
rope and used it
easily
as a
kill
clutch.
someone with poutine.
Does a rope count if
tried
I made a complex series of pulleys to crush someone?
So if you made a Rube Goldberg machine with it,
No, not even a Rube Goldberg. Just like a 3 or 4 set of pulleys, so I could suspend a rock very easily and drop it on someone.
I would count that. Yeah, if you pretty much use the science of weight distribution to your advantage.
Yes, I have done that.
I usually commit my murders by very orderly means, so I've got nothing too exciting, unfortunately, or exotic to share on that topic.
I like to set them on fire after they've been murdered.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course you do.
For my party, after I did the potato murder, everyone tried to find out unique ways to kill people with potatoes. We had a wizard polymorph a potato, had the druid fly up really high, like 120 feet, and then the potato turned back into a rock. And I would say rock is a understatement because this was like a 200-pound boulder.
Nice.
From height as well.
Yeah, from height. So it was like, I forgot how many d6s, but it was a lot.
I would.
It was enough to end the fight, I would assume.
I would have fried them up and then make them eat them, and then they would choke to death on crispy chips.
Oh, I did have one of my players actually turn a person into stew and then feed the general to his army.
Scott Tenorman much? Jeez.
Pretty much.
I call it Mr. and Mrs. Tenorman chili. Scott, do you like eating your parents?
It was pretty much like that.
God
The only
damn it,
difference is that I forgot what band showed up and called Scott
Radiohead.
Radiohead. Yeah.
Oh, look at the little baby. He's crying like a little baby.
Oh, whenever that happened,
They didn't call Cartman a wuss. They called Scott Tenorman a wuss.
Yeah, but you
and
see,
it ruined his life.
Yeah.
King of the Gingers.
All right, that was my good question for the day. Thanks, guys.
Cheers.
Wonderful. Thank you,
Name Lock.
Bud.
We're gonna let
Orderly
Orderly
Chaos.
Chaos in,
And that's us,
and
guys.
that is our last
Yeah.
guest for the night.
Hello again.
Hello. So basically, at this point of my D&D party, we've gotten to the point where like I end up improving 90% of the campaign. So I was wondering, what are some favorite NPC names that you guys have come up with? Because I am always running out of names at this point.
Oh, NPC names.
My advice to you is get on Fantasy Name Generator and just write down
I
like
love that site.
Yeah.
20 or 30 good names.
Is that not cheating?
I mean,
using the internet. I mean,
that
that's
is-
not cheating. I mean, people use that for education. So.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with randomly generating NPC names unless you have a Patreon, at which point you're using your patrons' names.
We had one named Old Jeb. We had Sweet Mama June. We had
And-
Sugar Shine, which basically was like a cheap healing potion. It was like 5 gold instead of 50, which is nice. Yes, I think her name was Sweet Mama June. That was a great NPC. I love NPCs. In this
Same.
podcast that I was editing for a while, there was like a platoon of guys named Jeff. That was pretty funny.
Yeah, I love
personally name all of the like random things. Like I named my external hard drive Bob. I named my little robot friend on my Ableton controller Bob.
Bob. Oh, you just wanted to show it off.
This is Bob. Bob's a chiller. Yeah. Bob is. You can't go wrong with Bob.
Nice. Yeah, like I love coming up with NPCs.
I
I
actually
just suck at naming everything.
It's hard. It's hard naming things just in general.
How do I accidentally just sent you a friend request, Orderly Chaos, because I hit spacebar in the wrong window. Thank you.
Please
Yeah.
be friends with Dave. He needs his friends.
I have like 2 friends, and they're both here.
I was gonna say.
And Ross isn't even one of them.
It's true.
He's your other friend. I don't think you were
I'm
not
just
lucky.
hanging out in the
Orderly
corner.
Chaos. I just sent a friend
Yeah.
request.
I need to see. I don't ever check my notifications. Oh yeah, there it is.
Yeah,
I mean, you're probably not missing much.
Yeah, I'm not on Discord all that often.
I was all week last week, and then I started feeling really ill, so I haven't been anywhere. I couldn't even bring myself to sit at my computer for any length of time and be friendly. I find now sitting, because I work completely at home now, I'm actually starting to hate my office now. It was so uncomfortable.
Yes.
And now, my brother, I have a laptop, but my brother's not well and he's in hospital, so he borrows it when he's in hospital. So I can't even sit around the house anymore and sit on the sofa or change the location a wee bit, which is a bit annoying. So, and then I don't work, and then Dave wants to know where I am, you know.
I don't give a shit where you are, Scott.
I'm pretty sure my first interaction with Dave was him yelling at me for how terrible my coffee looked.
Yeah.
Dave was a barista
like-
back in the day. Can you not tell?
So I heard. I mean, he did teach me how to make a good latte foam.
And
it's a feel thing. It's all touch.
that's what all the good ones say. That's what all the good ones say. Can you draw? Can you draw? Can you draw anything on the top of the foam?
Yeah.
What can you draw?
Not yet.
I can.
You do like nice.
I'm working on. I'm working on it.
It just takes practice, and if you're not like cranking out lattes for hours on end, like you're not gonna get that practice. Like, what are you gonna just fucking sit there and drink like 20 lattes just to like get your art right? Like that's wasteful, you know. So I get it. But I was gonna say like let's raid my stream and I'll go live and make music, but like about halfway through the stream, I started to get like really hungry, and I really have to go to the bathroom.
I've already typed up the Dave makes noises.
Oh really?
Ready to hit the go button, Dave?
You can cancel.
I haven't had it yet, so I'm technically not even.
It. I'm not live, so it won't go through.
I know. Go on, pick somebody.
Well,
I'll probably go live in like an hour or two, but
yeah.
If anyone wants to hang out on my stream, follow me on Twitch. Dave makes noises. Make some noise.
Yeah, that's us wrapping up. Thank you very much for joining.
Raid.
Thank you very much for joining us,
guys.
and thank you very much, Orderly Chaos, for being part of the stream. Next week we're going to go back to stories. We're just giving a wee bit. We weren't live last week. We're just letting the stories brew up a wee bit because we've found over the last couple of weeks prior to this, we were getting through the week's submissions within about half an hour. So we just thought we'd have a wee break. Maybe do this again in another few weeks. Just let things warm back up again.
Yeah. Let us know how you guys like the call-in stream.
This was fun. I had a great time.
I had a great time
So
too.
did I.
Yeah.
I love getting to know our community.
I'm tired.
You guys are pretty cool.
Yeah.
Oh, now post-apocalyptic news radio shows up.
I know. I should check his channel out too. I've been watching him play some Minecraft.
Yeah, dude, check out PANR. PANR's dope.
But I can't work out, is he American or is he English? I think he's English.
He's American. It's a transcontinental accent, but he's probably American. Probably.
No, I think he's English. He has to let us know. Yes.
No, he's from Florida.
I don't know, because
he's from Florida.
There's your answer.
Yes. I spoke with him on chat, and I'm like, you sound British. He's like, yeah, but I'm from Florida.
Oh, it's a transatlantic accent.
I wonder how that works.
I think he uses a voice modulator.
Oh.
It's just art. It's just skill. It's just pure skill. Like, call it what
Of course. Yeah.
I mean, yeah, a
that
voice
is
modulator will help you. Like a voice modulator can like add an effect to your voice, like a reverb or whatever, or like not a reverb, but like a phaser, a flanger.
Can
but,
it
like,
make
it's
me
not gonna-
sound? Can you understand me if I used it? Do you reckon?
No, it'll make you sound like a doll.
No.
Oh, just make it even more
That's all
difficult.
voice modulators are good for. Now you can't fake an accent. I mean, you can, but at that point it's voice acting.
Good day, mate.
Not-
I can do Australian.
Wow, that's
Can
incredible.
you do American?
No, I could.
Try it.
Try.
Do it.
Do it. Do it.
No.
Do it. Do an American,
Don't put me on this
accent
spot.
to take us out.
I'll practice for next week. I'll give you
Fake
my.
news.
I'll do my South African. I'll do my South African accent for you. I don't want to offend people. Well, I do, but I don't like doing it with people watching me. So, right. Who we rating for Twitch?
I mean, most of my people are music people. D&D is my hobby, so of course I have to turn that into my job. I don't know. Batsky Starman is pretty cool. He's a homie. He's a great artist. Bob Ross, you won't get any. Like, they're not gonna say anything if you raid, so don't do raid Bob Ross. Don't make my mistakes. Yeah, there's not really. Oh, never mind.
Getting an advert coming through.
Yeah. Raid Hassan.
Where's the raid? Where'd it go?
I haven't done it yet.
Oh, raid Hassan? Are
Yeah,
we raiding
raid
Hassan? Alright,
Yeah,
let's go.
Hassan's live. Let's raid Hassan.
How are we spelling that? Hassan.
Hassan, Hasanabi.
Oh, right. ABI. There we go.
Yeah, y'all want to fucking get political with these Israel comments? Go watch Hassan and take it to him and get political with him. We don't do political. here at
Hasanabi. There we go.
Sure.
All right. Twitch ones. We're doing a raid. YouTube ones. I will end the stream shortly. Thank you very much for joining us.
I'm gonna go to the bathroom.
Yep. And we'll see you next week.
We will see you next week. Thank you everybody for hanging out. We love you.
Just hitting the waiting for the raid now button, and then that's the end of the stream.